Hi. So I am now 38 weeks pregnant, I think. Yes, just over 38 weeks pregnant. And just been kind of, in the last video you would have seen, I've packed my hospital bag. So today I just wanted to give you a quick tour of the things I've been organising for baby's room. And just talk about a few of the essential gadgets and pieces of equipment that I've used in my previous 2 pregnancies, which I plan to use this time round. So this is going to be baby's room, and we've got the Moses basket, a changing table, and then the wardrobe. So just kind of running through a kind of typical routine with a newborn baby, and then kind of how I will then use all the different parts of the room to help me with that. So when baby wakes up, so baby will be sleeping upstairs with us. So in the morning baby will come down, I will have a changing mat here, get changed, dressed here, clothes from the wardrobe, go down, and then kind of have the day there. Any nap times during the day come up in the Moses basket, and then in the evenings coming back here, undressing, going into the bathroom next door, having a bath there, coming, getting changed and ready here, and then going upstairs to the loft to our bedroom, where I've set up the full size cot and another changing station, which will be the same as this. And then overnight, any feeds that I need to do, I will have a feeding area there, and any nappies will be done there, and then in the morning back down here. So this room will be the shared kind of nursery with the older brother, and then the evening nighttime will be the setup upstairs. So kind of talking through what we've got down here. So babies come down in the morning, I will have, hopefully I'm still in camera but I might not be, but hopefully you get to see everything. I've gone for a this is like a Mama Papa's 3-piece range wardrobe, dress, table, nappy table, and the cot. So with this, it's great because you can be at the right level. The changing mat will be here to change. It's a nice height. If you've got a C-section or if you're just feeling quite sore still, this is a nice height to be able to reach and have everything instead of leaning over a bed. Only other way I would recommend changing is actually being completely on the floor and having the changing mat in between your legs and changing there, but I'll probably do a separate video on ideal ways of changing, but I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of what was in here. So changing mat on the top, and then I'm planning to use the reusable cheeky wipes. Again, I'll probably do a separate video on how I'm getting on with this product. So the idea is that you have cloths and water. So we always change our newborn babies with water. I tend not to use wipes, at least for the first month, just because baby skin is more sensitive and they really don't need many fragrances or smells or products on them. So that's what we're planning to do. So I'm going to have that set up on the top, and then underneath I've got the stack of Pampers nappies, size 1. So I've got them here. I'll probably have a few in the end at the top, but for now I've just kind of opened the packet and left a few kind of perched here. So when you're standing, it's quite easy to pull one out, and some disposable nappy bags just slotted in underneath, just so you can kind of pull. Like my kids, my youngest will be almost 4.5, so I'm not worried that they're going to be touching anything. So that's there. I'll probably stock up any kind of extra nappies or extra wipes or anything right at the back where I don't need to get access to all the time. And then I've just got one little basket here with some cotton wool, teething gels, some Nursery products, baby bath shampoos, baby balms, baby oils. Again, don't plan to use this straight away, but it's just a nice place to store the products for now. Nappy cream. So if I need anything whilst we're getting changed, it's here. If I need to take any of the stuff to the bathroom, say, I can literally just take the basket with me and it's all in kind of one place. And then on the last shelf, I'm gonna stock up any extra bedding. See if I can put the camera down a little bit. Oh, I think that's pretty much a much. So if I move back a bit, you can see there's another shelf down here at the bottom. So at the back, I'm going to have the baby towels. I've got the one which is actually blue in my hospital bag, so this is just an extra one we've still got from my daughter, and I thought, well, I like purple, it doesn't matter if it's a boy. So hooded towels, really nice way, pop that over the baby's head, and you can kind of wrap the rest around baby. So I've got that and another one. I think 2 is enough for a little while. So that's just at the back. Any extra bed linen for the Moses basket will be at the back. And 2 little pull-out baskets here at the bottom. So in the first one here, I've got all the baby vests. So as I said, once we come down, we'll probably get change here. So I've got all the baby vests, long sleeves and short sleeves, just rolled up into little sausages, which I've just stacked up here at the bottom. In the middle, I've just put a few of the bibs. Some of you might have seen on my Instagram, I've been making my own little bibs. So got a few little designs there all folded up in the middle. And then right at the back of the basket, I've got all my muslin squares stacked up again, just rolled up. So they're really easy just to pinch and take away, and that's just nice just to slide in and out. And then the second basket, I've just got little socks, baby hats, and then a few little mittens here. I don't imagine I will use the mittens and the socks much because the baby grows all have inbuilt little cuffs. I'll show you when I open the wardrobe. So I just thought actually I only need a little bit, and actually a nice basket is nice just to pull out and have access to the small bits, because I find they kind of get lost. If you got like a set of drawers underneath your changing table, then you might find getting a few drawer dividers might be a nice way to split up the drawers into different sections of different things you want to have in there. So yeah, that's the changing bit. So come down, get change, and getting dressed. So if I bring you around, I'll show you how I've organised the wardrobe. So again, this wardrobe is part of the Mama Papa's range. So as you can see, there's actually 2 sections. I just focus on the top one. So as I said, this room is shared with my second child. So his stuff's all on the bottom shelf, and then I've arranged all of baby stuff at the top. These are a few extra bits that I'm waiting for hangers, so I'll just pop that to the side. So what I've done is, some people really like folding everything. I particularly like hangers because you can see exactly how much of everything you've got, and it just duplicates buying stuff again. Some people find it's more hassle when you come to put the laundry away, but yeah, no, I quite like hangers. And you can give it to the kids. They can put things on hangers quite easily, so yeah, take advantage of them. I've bought these little gadgets off of Amazon. I think they're called clothes dividers. You can get ones with writing and pictures on them, and so they kind of go 0 to 3, 3 to 6. I decided to go for plain ones because I thought I just want to divide things into sections. I'm not too worried about the different ages because I'll know which way I'm organising things. So they just have a little slot here, and it just literally hooks over the clothes rail. So what I've done here, if I can manage to keep that door open, is I've got the first section here of hangers, which is newborn clothes, and then I've got my little divider. Then I've got my second lot of clothes, which is 0 to 3, and then my little divider, and then I've got my 3 to 6 pile little divider, and then this here I've put all the little jackets, any kind of cardies, sleep suits, and then I've also put up all the sleeping bags, because then it's nice and easy again to see, because they're quite bulky. It's just nice just to have them not taking up loads of space in a drawer. So I've gone for that there. So that last section is kind of outerwear and sleepwear, I suppose, and then these bits are kind of everyday. So all I've done is put each of the baby grows, and I'll just show you what I was, get a good example. Let's go with this one. This is a nice one. So all the sleep suits have these little hands, little built-in mitten sections on the sleeve. So this is why I don't think I will end up using mittens unless they're wearing clothes. And again, there's little feet on the bottom of the grows here, so I don't really imagine I'll use the booty. So what I've done is I've done a section of all the sleep suits, all the kind of baby grows that I want to grab in the morning, and then I've followed that with any tops, any little outfits, and I've put them as sets, so the tops and bottoms. So literally just take the hanger, you've got a whole outfit, which is nice if you've got someone else getting your child ready, or yeah, if you're particular on what goes with what. So yeah, so that basically is 0 to 6 months worth of clothes which are washed and ready. This is my second son, obviously, so I have all the clothes from before. So this just gives me an idea of if there's anything that's missing that, you know, got thrown away last time and that I need to restock. And it just saves me having to buy stuff, knowing that, yeah, exactly what I have. Only additional things from this is that I've got 2 little boxes, just little clear boxes that I've got from the pound shop. One has the vests for 0 to 3 and 3 to 6 in, because the ones I showed you in the basket are literally the ones currently to wear, just so that you're not faffing around with lots of different sizes. So I've got a box which has the next 2 sizes up. So basically the wardrobe, all this is set up for the first 6 months. And the second clear box that I've got here, so this is quite nice, is I've started collecting all our little bits of swimming stuff. So yeah, like little swimming towel. So this is just a nice one I got from Next. I got this nice little bag from Cath Kidston, which is like a wet bag, so you can put the swimming costume, swimming nappy and stuff all in there. So anything that I've kind of collected, I've started to put in this little clear box, and that just gets stored right at the bottom of the wardrobe. So how I've set up the top is exactly how I've set up my son's bit down here, my daughter's wardrobe, my wardrobe. So very much for the baby age order. For the kids, I've got a uniform one side, and then I've got the kind of t-shirt, long sleeve jumpers, and then bottoms on the other side, which is normally in colour coordinated order, so from light to dark. Yeah, that's how I've done the wardrobe. As they get older, they get used to the same principles. So like with my son, he's got these little boxes from IKEA, and he's got one with pants in, one with socks in, one with vests in, so it makes it so much easier for them to get ready. So I've used the same principle of organising all the baby stuff, just because that's how we're used to kind of finding our stuff in the morning and putting our stuff away with the laundry, which is helpful because, you know, as the kids get older, you can use them as, have it as one of their chores of, you know, putting all the laundry away. And obviously, this being third child, anything I can do that helps me out, you know, is going to be great. So having things organised in the little baskets, I can be like to my 4-year-old, oh, can you grab a vest from the vest basket? And he'll know that's baby's vest basket, and that's where we're going to go. So moving on, so thinking about, what's over over here. So going through the routine, baby's come and had a nappy change, clothes, and then when I'm feeding, well, I plan to breastfeed. I'll just bring you back round because I've got a few gadgets to show you now. There we go. So a few gadgets. So yes, I plan to breastfeed. So I will have a chair set up in the living room and also in our bedroom, just because that's where I'll be feeding at night. So if all goes well with the breastfeeding, I plan to use my True Pinny breastfeeding cushion. I have already got a separate video on why this is so good for the mum and also supporting the baby when it comes to feeding. So check that video, I'll link that one above. And then if I am breastfeeding or expressing, I'll be using my Medela Swing box here. And it's great, it's an electric pump, it does one side at a time. I bought this with my daughter who's going to be almost 7, so that's how long we've had it for. It just plugs in, so you don't need to worry about batteries or anything like that. It was which approved. It was about, I think about £130, but as I said, like, it's lasted us like 7 years, and it has really good resale value. So once you finish with it, there's going to be plenty of people that will want this. Super fast, like I would do a whole bottle in about 10 minutes. So yeah, really comfortable to use. So I definitely recommend that compared to the manual breast pumps. We're a big fan of Tommy Tippy. Again, we've used this for both our previous 2 kids. Find it doesn't leak. Things like colic and reflux we found, you know, that are quite common with bottle feeding. We've been, touch wood, absolutely fine with Tommy Tippy. So yeah, whether I express or bottle feed, I'll be using these bottles for feeding time. And a friend has kindly given us a bottle warmer, so I think the bottle goes here. So like say if I plan to have someone else do the feed at night, and there's a bottle prepped, you can kind of put it here, make sure it's the right temperature. So at night time it's quite nice because this could be plugged in next to our bedside table and not have to kind of worry about coming down all the time. So I've not used this before, so I'll let you know how I get on with that. So that will be kind of the daytime, and then kind of coming quickly on to the evening routine. The bathroom, as I said, is just next door, so we will be using this. If I can get it out of the bag for you. So I've just purchased this lovely little bath from Elizabeth, who runs the organic baby shop Natural for Baby on Balham High Road in London. It's a snuggle bath. I'll just zoom in a little bit there so you can kind of see what it looks like there. So it's for 0 to 12 months, and so it can be when they're unsupported, so they can rest up on the grey bit. And you can see there's like a little dip here where baby kind of has the legs over, and then as they get older, I think that comes out. As they get older, you can see that they can sit unsupportedly in there. So you can kind of use it like this. Ideally, I think what the ethos of me getting this was, I don't want the whole bending over. So this is quite handy in the sense, if you wanted to, you could actually just place it on top of your changing table. But because like I wanted it to be bath time, keeping it as a family affair, I brought the matching bath stand. You can see that there. So if I just zoom in the picture, it's got basically 4 legs. It's like a little tripod, and then the bath just basically sits on top, and then the stand just collapses, so it will just literally be like a pole. And the reason I thought that would be quite nice is because I can have this set up in our family bathroom. The kids could be having their bath, and the stand could be there, and I can give baby a bath at the same time. As baby gets older, I can forget about the stand. I could just put this into the bathtub, and baby feels a part of bath time with its brothers and sisters. And I also thought, like in the daytime, when you've had a really pooey nappy and it's just a bit overwhelming, kind of filling up the bath and trying to just clean the poo, I thought this would be a lot easier for me to do when I'm by myself, to clear up. So that's bath time. As I said, I have got the Moses basket here. This is just from John Lewis, and then we've just put a little basket with all the baby toys in so far. So that will be for daytime, but in the evening we've got the full setup of a cot, and for sleep time, so bath, baby massage, and then again, it's looking a bit yellow now, but this VTech, I don't know if there's another actual name, I think it's by a company called VTech. It's a baby projector, so oh, it's working. So it does lots of white noises, which is really nice for putting baby to sleep. You can change the settings, so you've got a little light here which projects onto the ceiling, so when the baby's lying down, it can see like little teddy bears and stars and things up on the wall. So there's quite a few like this. As the baby gets older and learns that if you press this button the music comes on, that's also great, so they can easily use it till they're about 2, I would say. The picture goes round and round, a nice big sticker there, so they got something to visualize as well. And the reason why, there's lots of little volume buttons, light buttons, timers, but the thing I really like about this, and why it's one of my favourite things to invest in, and it's actually not that expensive, I think it's like probably about £20. Let's see if I can stop that. Oh, there you go. Is the fact that it's got a sensor. So say in the middle of the night or at nap time, the baby wakes up and starts crying, this will automatically start playing, and then instantly the baby's like, oh, I know that, I'm familiar with that, and it's calm, because sometimes it's just they've woken up and they just want to let you know they're awake. It's not like pick me up straight away kind of thing. So this is definitely one of my favourite things. And then last bit is, as I said, we've got this for the daytime. So daytime and nighttime with the cot upstairs, the fact that we're not in the same room, obviously you want to know baby's okay. So again, we brought this with our first child, so about almost 7 years ago. It's by a company called Summer. It's called Baby Touch, and it's basically our monitoring system. So you've got a webcam which just plugs in to the mains, and then you've got this monitor which you can take around the house. So that is like completely wireless, so you can have it away anywhere, like and any pretty much standard size house. Like I don't think you have any kind of issues regarding how far you are. I'm sure there's loads of information, up to 100-meter range, and the thing with this is you can also add extra cameras, and the battery lasts more than 10 hours. So it's absolutely fantastic. So what I've done is we have one webcam here, one webcam set up in our bedroom, and then the monitor will split, so you can flick between the 2 cameras, so I won't have to keep changing where the monitor is. I can see it anytime. The pictures nice and colourful in the daytime. In the evening it gets a backlight, so it goes black and white. You can hear everything, you can see everything. You can change the volume, the lighting. You can record, so you can set it up so you can record Like, I don't know if your baby's doing something really cute but you don't want to go in with your camera, you can record it in here and download it and all sorts of amazing stuff, which I haven't tried. But yeah, it really was reassuring using it my first and second, and I imagine it's going to be absolutely valuable the third time as well. I just zoom into that picture. You can see it will tell you if the room's got too warm, and also you can zoom in onto the baby, move away from the baby. So I like it because you can kind of know what's going on in real detail and control the environment that the baby's in without actually having to go in the room, because sometimes actually just walking into the room makes them kind of go, oh, what's that noise, and get startled. So or if you hear a noise and you're like, oh, they're woken up, and actually they just turned and just made a noise and went back to sleep, and then you've gone in and it's, you know, didn't need to. So hopefully you found that helpful. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Let me know if there's any essential gadgets which you're planning to use or bought already or have used in the past, which I haven't mentioned. That is something I need to look into. Yeah, so these have all kind of worked for me for the last 2 pregnancies, with a few new bits. Yeah, so I hope you found that helpful. See you soon.